Williams.
And I'm Kristin and Dave. Welcome to Arundel County Week in Review. In this episode, we'll talk to some young ladies who are softball champions and tell you how to be safe out there on the water this summer. But first, making headlines this week. We have some very exciting healthcare news for you. Arundel Medical Center broke ground this week on a new mental health hospital in Annapolis. The event included a who's who of elected officials and advocates for expanding treatment options. This facility will feature 30 beds for mental health care, enough to serve more than 1,500 people a year. It will make that critical connection between co-occurring disorders of substance misuse and mental health issues.
The opioid crisis is ravaging the country. There's no district, there's no community anywhere in America that's not feeling its effects. I serve on the Energy and Commerce Committee and on the Health Subcommittee. Every day, it seems, we are having hearings about this epidemic across our country and our need to respond to it. In fact, this week in the House, there's a number of bills on the floor dealing with the opioid crisis. Here in Maryland last year alone, 1,500 lives were claimed by this public health crisis. The incidence of suicide since 1999 has increased about 25% across the country. People are under stress. They need the kinds of services that Pathways has been providing, that will be provided here at this new facility.
The new facility will open in the summer of 2020. Amazing.
I know. It's exciting, and it kind of, I wasn't expecting it, but apparently there's this whole process, like in the state of Maryland, you have to get what's called a certificate of need, and all the hospitals have to kind of compete for it. So it's a big deal that AAMC got it, and that's nice that we get to benefit from that we have that expanded service. And one thing the county executive said to me today that I didn't realize is, 30 beds, it doesn't sound like a lot, but people are in those beds for short periods of time. So what you're talking about is over the course of a year, somewhere around 1,500
and it's so important that we get those people and need the care that they
every bit counts,
yes.
Right? We'll take more.
Yeah.
More is good.
You want more?
Well, Kristin, early voting is over, unfortunately. We're all very sorry to see it go, and it went off without a hitch, I understand. If you didn't vote, shame on you. Just kidding, just kidding. You'll get another chance. Election day is on Tuesday, June 26th from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. If you are voting on Election Day, make sure you go to the assigned polling place on your voter registration card. Now, this is the primary, so you will vote for the people who will represent your political party in the general election in November. This is also the first time that voters in Anne Arundel County will vote for members of the Board of Education. So be sure to get out there and make your voice heard. Among the offices on the ballot, besides school board or our governor, county council, county executive, state delegates, and senators, and so much more, Kristin. So go out and vote. It's your civic duty. For more information, go to aacounty.org/elections.
Did you early vote?
I didn't, actually.
I did.
Oh, you did?
3 minutes.
How'd it go? 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
Wow.
3 minutes.
I'll
say it one more time. 3 minutes.
You're like Jimmy John's when you vote. It's like, boom,
It was
done.
Father's Day. I went to my polling place. We talked to our friends from the voting board last week.
Yes.
And I checked my wait time online, like they said we could.
Shout out Joe Torre and David Garris.
Shout out Joe and David.
Good job, guys.
My boys.
You checked the wait lines.
I checked the wait line. 0 minutes, as many of the early voting locations had listed. Went in. Very nice staff, very nice judges. Helped me out. In and out. 3 minutes.
Democracy, baby. Fist bump. Boom.
It was amazing.
Wow.
Now, Dave, speaking of things that are easy, have you downloaded the county's 311 mobile app?
You're darn right I have.
Good, good. Starting in July, we are launching a new ad campaign to spread the word. We had a great time shooting the commercials with all the friendly people at the Department of Public Works, and we hope everyone will get to see how easy this service is to use. If you want to get ahead of the game, go download the app right now for free.
Free?
Free.
Oh my God.
For free.
Free?
It only requires a simple registration, and you can find it on Google Play for Android or the App Store from Apple. Shout out to Eric, who used to ask where the App Store was when he'd go into the mall.
The cloud. Where's the cloud? That's what Eric would
Where's
say.
the cloud?
Where's the cloud?
Just search for Anne Arundel 311 when you get there. You can report potholes, order a recycling bin, and so much more. It's so easy.
And Kristin will come right to your door.
No.
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 It's cool though. We're excited
Maybe.
about this. So you partook?
I partook.
You partaked? You partook in the
partook.
commercial shooting. Did you have fun?
I did. It
was
we
fun,
shot at your
right?
lovely new home, and
Yeah.
that was awesome.
We had dogs. We had the dogs.
It was so,
dogs
it
came
was-
back.
I still am chuckling over when we had all of our employees show up because everyone came in their own separate truck. I was like, we know how to roll
We
in.
had a lot
When we roll in, we know how to roll in.
My neighbors had some questions.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
Welcome
But-
to the neighborhood. What's going on at your house?
Right, they're like, what are you doing? And the funny thing is, people always tell me you never want to work with animals or children. So I always try to do both.
Yeah.
Let's have kids and
had
dogs at the same
4
time.
kids, 2 dogs.
And it was beautiful.
awesome.
And how
Dogs are awesome.
How about the dogs played with a stick without us even prompting them?
And Yoshi laying
that
under
amazing?
the table, your pup. I was like, I think Dave's probably made you go through the ringer a few times. with being taped.
Yoshi is a professional.
Yoshi was just chilling under the table and playing with the ball and playing with the kids. I was like, that dog knows how to act.
Well,
So,
you
great
know,
job. Must
the
be
app
proud.
is great, but you don't get the dog, so forget about it.
Yeah, don't even ask.
That's my dog.
That's his dog.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll talk to Julie Brown from the Maryland Department of Natural Resources Police about boating safety. Take a look at our community calendar for events happening around town, and we'll be right back.
Mrs. and Mrs. Jimmy at the DBU.
I came from 5 generations of teachers. Losing my job was the bottom falling out of my world.
Well, welcome back. Joining us in the studio this week, we have Ms. Julie Brown, who is the Boat Safety Coordinator for Maryland Department of Natural Resources. Julie, welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much for having
It's so nice
me.
to have you. And of course, today we're talking about one of Annapolis's favorite pastimes, which is, of course,
And Pasadena.
in Pasadena.
And
Okay,
Glen
all
Burnie.
Maryland,
Yes.
which is, of course, boating. But we need to know how to be safe out on the water, and that's where you come in. So we're just super excited to have you today.
Wonderful.
And we've got some fun things to show everyone today that's also in the name of safety. So
Yes.
want to make sure that we take some time to talk about that today. But first and foremost, whether I'm new at boating, whether I just need a refresher, are there classes available for boat safety?
There definitely are classes available, and it's very, very important that you take a boating safety class before you get out there.
Yeah.
As you very well know, there are no lines and no stop signs and stoplights out on the water.
Right.
So you need to understand what's going on out there. We do have a law in the state of Maryland that says if you're born on or after July 1st of 1972, you have to have a certificate of boating safety. So
Okay, I didn't know
a
that
lot of
law.
people don't know that law.
So that is
46.
46. Okay.
And younger.
Do you apply?
Funny.
I'm just asking questions.
Yes, I would
Dave.
have to apply.
Now this is
Kristin.
for motorized vessels, so it doesn't apply to non-motorized like canoes, kayaks, stand-up paddleboards, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So the courses can be taken at a variety of different places. The classroom course is taught by Coast Guard Auxiliary members, the United States Sail and Power Squadron members, and we also have State of Maryland instructors who teach the Boat Maryland course.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing this?
Oh my goodness, that's a good question. 23 years.
23 years. That's good.
Yeah, that's
okay,
great.
so
Thank
you
you
said
for
the,
doing that.
Yeah, thank you.
It's important.
General
It's wonderful.
course, the squad iron, any other kind of classes?
Well, they are online as well.
Uh-huh.
So the Boat US Foundation offers a free course online. And then there's also Boat Ed and Boater Exam and several others that are online, and they're excellent courses as well. We prefer that people take the classroom course just because you get that hands-on added extra, you get to touch life jackets, you get to see what things really are about in the classroom.
Excellent.
And let's talk about, I see DNR police are very good about sending out messages about boating safety, and they talk about, you know, what's the biggest way you're getting yourself in trouble out on the water? What are like the 3 leading causes of death when you're out on the water?
Well, out on the water, it's operator inattention, basically, not having the proper safety equipment, and the biggie, alcohol and boating. So like they say, nothing really good happens after 9 p.m. out on the water. So
I think that's really important to bring up because I think people think of it as more recreational.
yeah.
It's just like being out on the road, and it's just like you mentioned, there are no stop signs, there are no lane. You've really got to be extra careful.
You have to be extra careful. For one, when you're drinking and you're out on the water all day long, there's such a thing as called boating stressors, and the beating of the sun, the waves, the bouncing, all of those compile on top of one drink, and it can now be compared to 3 that you have on land.
But the standard is the same, right?
Yes.
0.08?
0.08 is
the
considered
same
legally
standard for boat.
intoxicated,
Okay.
and the operator of the vessel must not be, drinking. So also, we stress that the passengers are not drinking either, because if something does happen to the operator, then you
Someone
have a
else to
really
take over.
bad situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw a side ball at you here. What is it, a fastball?
A fastball.
A slider?
Slider.
A curveball?
Curveball.
Curveball.
God.
No hitter.
What's your preferred boat of choice? Do you like to kayak? Do you like the? I know it can get a little controversial, but what do you like to do?
To be honest, all the folks who know me, my nickname is Jet Ski Julie.
a jet
See, I love when you
Julie wants
throw
to go
the
fast.
curveball, you get the good answers.
Yeah.
But
Jet skis are
mind you,
fun.
the
They
reason
are.
for that, jet ski is a brand name, so they're actually called personal watercraft.
Okay.
And when I first came on board, the personal watercraft were big on the scene and causing quite a bit of controversy because they are very, very dangerous if
Yeah,
they're
you
not
can flip
operated.
that thing.
Oh, well, there's a lot to operating a personal watercraft, so I was in charge of the safety program for personal watercraft. So I have a little bit of a soft side for operating the personal watercraft, but I also have a hard side for it because they are so very dangerous. And people just don't understand that it may look like so much fun and you're zipping around out there in the water, but like that.
Yeah. And just for point of order here, you have to wear a life vest if you're on a personal watercraft
Yes.
as well.
You must be wearing at all times on a personal watercraft your life jacket.
So,
All times.
you were saying you have education courses for that too?
It's all mixed into one.
Okay.
So it's an 8-hour required course, and they
Okay.
talk about power boating, sailboating, paddle boarding, all a gamut of boating together.
Very good. And you were saying before that some of them are online?
Yes.
Some of them, do you ever get out on the water or?
There are private entities that are taking people out on the water and helping them with their boats hands-on, but right now there isn't anything specific that's a hands-on course. They're working on it. We're trying to get some courses started through various organizations, so that's a big push.
Well, you brought some with you
Yes,
today.
let's talk.
Tell us about these. Tell us about this one first.
All right, well, if we were to go boating today.
Let's do that.
And this
Sounds
is
fine.
your option, okay? Dave, I would venture to guess that you think it's very nice, but wearing that all day is not the most comfortable option.
But this is what we're used to seeing.
Absolutely.
This is not in Fashion Week.
Not in
Yeah.
Fashion Week, but this is what we're used to seeing from courses that we may have taken before
Yes.
and something we always see on a boat.
As a kid, that is the jacket I
And it
wore.
will do
Yeah.
the job. It will save your life.
It definitely do the job. If that's your option, it's a great option. However, you want to be comfortable.
Yeah,
Okay.
you want to move.
And
that's
we
where
want
go
you to wear it.
This. Right?
Yes. So this is a neoprene ski style vest. You would wear it tubing or on a PWC, that kind of thing, and you have freedom of movement.
PWC is personal watercraft?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
See, you're
Just want to make
learning.
sure.
We're
And
learning.
as you
No.
can see on that life jacket that you have right now, there's a special piece of equipment on the front,
This?
That's
requirement.
the security
The
tag, so
whistle.
you can't steal it.
the
It's a
whistle.
Whistle.
Okay.
It's a requirement.
Okay.
A lot of people, and this is a really good bit of information for paddling, okay? There are 2 pieces of safety equipment that you must have with you when you are paddling, whether a canoe, kayak, stand-up paddleboard. You must have a life jacket and a whistle. And preferably wearing the life jacket at all times.
Is this designed like this so the water doesn't mess it up? So when it gets waterlogged, it works better? Or
No.
just
Just
low
streamlined.
profiles? Okay.
Yeah.
Streamlined design.
Hey, I asked
There's
the
all
inquiring
different
questions
kinds.
people want to know.
You do, you do. Now, talk to us about what you're wearing.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I have the special life
That is
jacket
nice.
on.
Our special.
This life jacket is awesome. I could wear it all day long and not at all feel like I'm being hindered. I could fish, I could crab, I can pull lines, I can pull the anchor, I can do whatever. And this is very, very comfortable, and you're wearing it.
And it's
That's
got the cool
key.
DNR police logo. I
The
like
Well,
Seahorse,
yeah.
too, over here.
This is our 150th anniversary logo.
Oh, very nice.
This is a
I
very
like it.
special one, yes.
And then what's in that little window there?
Well, in this little window, it tells you whether or not your jacket is ready for you to use it.
Okay.
So if this little button here, which is what color right now?
Green.
Green.
If it's red,
No go.
No
You're
good.
not ready.
No bueno.
so what you need to do is check it for the CO2 cartridge.
Got it.
So when it's in and ready, it'll be green. So you have it here. Now there are different styles. There are ones that have to be pulled manually to inflate.
Okay.
And then there are automatic inflators, which sense a certain depth of water, and when the pill inside dissolves, it'll inflate for you.
Oh, that's
Are those
pretty cool.
expensive?
That's
Those
the
are expensive.
unfortunate thing. These
Yeah.
are a little bit on the pricey side, but
So
if
this
we're
has-
talking safety here.
Yeah, there's no
This
price
has
on safety.
styrofoam in it. This also has styrofoam in it, and then that has the CO2.
Yeah.
Are there other? So obviously that's what's more expensive is the mechanism.
Yeah,
to-
it's the mechanism, and then once you use the CO2 cartridge one time, you have to replace it.
Oh.
But the
And all
jacket,
the cartridges, I imagine that gets pricey. too.
well,
So you better
the-
make sure you have
yeah.
extra
Yeah.
cartridges on your boat. too.
absolutely,
Yeah.
having
You're gonna
spare
forget.
cartridges.
Yeah.
So would you like me to demonstrate?
Yes.
Please.
Okay, so basically all you do is pull the little tab right here,
Yep.
and there we go.
That is sweet.
Yeah.
We need one of those.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
It is really good.
How do you top? We didn't even know that was going to
Yeah, we didn't even know.
No. So
great.
now I'm floating,
Now you're
and
floating.
I'm good, and I'm not panicked. Now I get to use it again, which is even better. So we take our little tab here, and we turn it over, and hear that?
Yep.
The air coming out, and this is my favorite part. I probably shouldn't do this, but Dave likes this kind of stuff.
You're going to play a song?
You push, and you say, I love you like it so much. You squeeze all the air out of the life jacket
That is fantastic.
best as you can. I love my life jacket. And once you get it back to the size it was originally, that's all you have to
Look
do.
at that.
That is
Fold it.
cool.
That's amazing.
I still got some air in
You
there.
can
but-
impress all your friends with that.
That's really cool.
Well, what we like to say is, we know that there are people who like to get away by themselves and like
Yeah.
to get out on the water and like to enjoy, let's say, a fishing trip.
Yeah.
And just be out there for peace. If you're out there by yourself, you never know when something might happen.
Yeah.
Wear the life jacket.
Yeah, you need to have something
it.
you can hold accountable and help you.
It's
Absolutely.
like, guys, don't go by yourself.
Yeah,
Don't go by yourself. And
Try
so,
not to do that because it.
but at least have it on.
Yeah.
If
Yes.
you're
If you
going to
do.
be out there
Right.
and know that you're protected and can be safe. Unfortunately, as of today's date, we have 9 fatalities on the water.
Oh my goodness.
So
That's for this year.
yeah, for this year, and that tops last year right now. So we're not even to July 4th. We can't stress enough. Wear your life jacket. don't drink and boat. Know the rules of the road while you're out there. Just really
And
be
make sure
smart.
that you're up to date on boat safety. So Julie, how much is this course? Where can I find more info?
Well, the courses vary from different entities, so
Yes.
depending on where you go, definitely shop around. There are free courses. There are courses that take you all the way through things such as celestial navigation or navigating by the stars. Wow. So there's all kinds
That's
of
how I do
options. That good old computer and the Google search button will.
So tailored to what you're looking for. But for general safety, it's free, so there's really no excuse to get out
No.
there.
What's your website? DNR.
www.dnr.maryland.gov.
Very good. Julie, thank you so much for coming out today,
welcome.
for showing us
get
all
out
the
on the
stuff.
water.
And yeah, have fun. Let's get out on the water, but let's be safe out on the water. Have a really great summer. We'll be right back with more Week in Review right after this. Don't go anywhere.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Find fun activities to do, like boating and biking, or camping and hiking, plus much more. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back. In the world of girls softball, everybody has fun, gets some exercise, and learns teamwork. But only one team gets to be champions. Sara Gannon is with a group of girls who did just that. Sarah?
Thanks, guys. Joining me today is the champions at Severn softball. What do you guys say? Are you guys excited about that?
Yes.
I didn't hear you.
Yes.
Good, good. Well, congratulations, ladies. I'm here with Coach Jones and Jones and Parr. Thank you. Well, thanks for joining me today. We want to celebrate you all winning the championship. Now, coaches, can you tell me who did you guys beat? Or do you not want to say?
It'd be my pleasure. We played Havenwood Fireballs in the finals, and we beat them 10-6, was it?
I think so.
10-6. And it was a pretty well-played game by both teams, but unfortunately we came through with a couple big innings and a lot of defense and good pitching. Very good pitching.
Did you have, what are some highlights that you had in the last game?
In the last game, pitching and pitching.
Pitching does make the game, let me tell you.
I like to think we had the best pitching in the county, and I think our record shows it. So, yes.
And also, these girls had a lot of hard work into the season, as we talked about before. They worked in the snow before the season, which that says a lot. That's a lot of determination. How many girls do you have on your team?
We had 13 total.
And this is 10U.
This is a 10U program, correct? Okay. Yeah. So, yeah.
Excellent. So, do you all? Do you guys play any other sports?
Yes.
What other sports do you play?
Soccer and cheerleading.
Awesome. How about you?
I just play softball and I do gymnastics for fun around the house.
Excellent. Now, what is your organization? Do you have just softball, or do you have other sports?
We have multiple sports. There's softball fields. We have a baseball program, a soccer program, a football program, a cheerleading program, wrestling, basketball. We have basketball too, right? Yeah. So we pretty much do everything except for lacrosse.
You don't have lacrosse? No. That's the L word, and the softball is the only one to talk about. Well, congratulations, ladies. You guys did a great job this season. What memory do you have from this season?
Memory is memory. Just have fun on the dugout and great hits.
That's what it's about. It's about fun. And you guys learned something?
Yes.
You did learn something. What would you learn this week? I mean, not this week. What did you learn this season?
I got better at hitting and stuff. They taught me how to hit better and field and work on my catching and throwing.
Very good. What's your favorite position?
Shortstop and second.
What's yours?
Catcher.
What's yours?
Right field.
How about yours?
Pitcher.
Excellent. Now, I have to ask a question. Do any of you know who had the most hits this year? And parents say, oh, they don't know. Yes, you girls know. You know. Well, congratulations again. And good luck next year. Okay? All right. All right, and on the count of 3, we're going to say back to you in the studio. Can you guys help me with that? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Sarah. Sarah always gets these awesome stories where she's the lady champions. Well, congratulations to these girls, and we can't wait to watch them grow up and compete against the big kids. That's so cool.
I know, good for them, and shout out for Severn. We love you in Severn, all of our viewers.
So we've been talking about a lot of outdoor activities today, boating, softball, but the heat index this week started getting in those triple digits.
So humid.
So best place to escape when it's hot out?
The movie theater.
And right now, everyone is dino crazy. It's Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is now out. So that's the big hot one this summer. I'm sure we're going to have other movies that are also blockbusters, but everyone was so excited for another Jurassic Park movie.
Kristen, I am so behind.
What's the last one you watched?
I have not seen Ready Player One.
Oh, but in Jurassic, you're good.
No, I'm good there. But the summer movies, I have not seen Ready Player One.
Ready Player One was like
I know.
Winter
thank you.
movie.
Thank you for making it obvious. Infinity War, didn't see it yet.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm thinking there was another one that I missed, another big deal one.
Yeah.
But I did watch.
Oh, Solo? You didn't see Solo?
Solo. I want to see that so bad.
That is so low, Dave. That you.
Kristen, how could you go so low?
How could you? So I want to know.
And you've seen all those, right?
I've seen them all.
Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed.
But I am a big nerd about dinosaurs. I do love dinos, and I want to know, what is your favorite dinosaur?
The Velociraptor, duh.
Velociraptor? Okay.
Everybody knows that. Wait, you have a different one?
I don't know.
The T-Rex?
I'm so weird. No, it's never been the T-Rex.
Never the T-Rex.
I'm so weird that I change. Right now it's a Stegosaurus.
I think when I was a kid, Stegosaurus is a good one.
Stegosaurus is cool.
I think I always, when I was a kid, I liked the Brontosaurus.
Brontosaurus too.
Just because it's so big.
Yeah.
But they're big and dopey, and they just bump into things.
I don't know if you remember.
They don't have any teeth, right?
No, they eat plants. But when I was little, there was another dinosaur movie called Land Before Time. And the star of that movie was a Brontosaurus. So I went on a huge Brontosaurus kick when I was little.
Wow.
That was Littlefoot. And they eat leaves from the trees. So that was a very
They're like the original Gentle Giants, right?
They are, but it was funny because Will and I were in the convenience store and I was really craving some Doritos and he made me pick a particular flavor because it had a dinosaur on it. And we were commenting about how many things have dinosaurs on them right now because of this movie rolling out. So
here's a good trivia question for you.
Okay.
What was Fred Flintstone's favorite treat?
The ribs.
Brontosaurus burgers.
Oh, no, what were the ribs that came to them when they were in the credits, the opening credits? They go to the movie theater and they bring them out. I think Brontosaurus ribs, and they tip the car over.
Brontosaurus ribs has no alliteration. It's Brontosaurus burgers.
I don't know. Whatever.
Come on, Kristen, you got to brush up on your.
Anyway, cheers to all you dino lovers out there.
Yeah, and I'm ready because I love Jurassic World.
Yes.
The last one, it was awesome.
It's gonna be great.
So I'm ready.
Me too.
But don't you love how the heroine in the movie, I can't remember her name, but
Bryce Dallas Howard.
her dress, her white dress and heels remain perfectly intact through the entire movie when
gets rid of them
she's
eventually.
running away from dinosaurs. Yeah. No, watch it again, Kristen. It's not very believable.
Ladies can work it too, Dave.
I'm not
Especially
buying it.
depending. It doesn't matter what we're wearing. We can work it.
I'm not buying it.
Whatever.
That wraps up this week's edition of Week in Review. You can watch this episode and archive episodes online anytime on Facebook or YouTube by simply searching for Arundel TV. Please tune in again next week for more highlights and news from around the county, and we'll see you next time.